Okay, so here is part 2 of all the treasures I found. And the first thing I have here is a So News magazine from 1986. And I just thought the images inside were really nice, and these are nice big pages that can be cut down or probably folded. So I liked that. And then I was happy to find a stack of music booklets and just all sorts, all different time periods. I love finding these when I go out. And I think there might be a couple antique, but for the most part, I believe they're just vintage. And this stack here has some really nice aging on it. This one is 1932. And there's just so much here. I would like to show you it a little bit better, but there's just so much and it would take so long. And then I found a few of the golden books. I needed a few more for the Christmas junk journal kits I'm putting together. And I always try to get the older ones. This one's 1949. And this one, 1964. So, and I believe I had this one when I was younger. Okay, so I found these packets of old postcards. So I grabbed a couple of those. Where I found these, they just had tons of them, but I picked a few that I really liked. This one I really liked. And that's really pretty. I love quaint, cute little churches. Then I found these recipe cards, and I just love the dessert ones. And this person had a bunch of these, but she wanted a little too much, so I grabbed the ones that really grabbed my attention, and that looks so good. So the last few things I wanted to say for last because they are my favorites of the entire haul, and I was very excited to find them. First of all, these I found are so adorable. They are postcards, but they make a noise. There was a box of them, but and I would have bought the entire box because I think these are very unique. But I went through each one, and these were the only two that the squeak toy worked in there. So I just really thought those were neat. Then I was so excited, I just found a box of more paper dolls. I rarely ever see paper dolls, and when I do, they're just so expensive. And these were priced okay. I wouldn't say they were a really low price, but they weren't too bad. And so I just grabbed several of those. So If you want to see the paper dowels in a separate video, I can definitely do a separate video showing you all of the paper dowels, but I left a bunch of them behind, and I wish I just would have grabbed all of them, but it does add up. So I grabbed a stack of them. This one I love. She looks like an old Hollywood movie star. And we have this one, and then I found this Ellie Mae cutout, and I didn't realize that's what it was because they had something else in front of it. So I remember her from the Beverly Hillbillies. I always liked watching that show when I was little. So I thought that was cool. And then the final thing I got, so let me make some room here. I absolutely love this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or destash it. I'm not sure, but when I found this, and there were actually two of them, but this one I liked the best. I wanted to get both, but I had already bought so much and didn't want to really spend the amount they were asking for it. But this is an old recipe book. It says my recipes on it. I loved the binder. It is a 3-ring binder, and it is just full of all sorts of recipes that somebody collected over time. So I have not even went through it. I saw it, I fell in love with it, and I figured I would take some time and just kind of look through it and see what's in here, and then decide what I want to do with it, if I want to keep it. But there's just so much stuff, and look at that aging in there. I mean, it could be used as is, it could be taken apart. There's envelopes with recipes in there, and as I said, I have not even looked through this. And I may even do a separate video on this one, just going through the entire thing. I've never seen anything like this before, and I kept picking it up and putting it down, and finally I said, I'm going to get it. And actually, I think I was carrying it around, and this, I believe, was at an antique mall, and the worker came over and asked me if she wanted me to take the things that I had in my hands, and I said sure. I said, but this, I'm not sure, I'm still trying to decide. And of course, I really already knew I was going to take it home, but there's even rusty old paper clips, and it is just the coolest thing. So I think I will do a separate video on this. It's just too cool. So, but that is my haul. I did find some other things for my Poshmark closet. That was my original reason for going on this trip, and I didn't get as much as I'd hoped, but of course I always seem to find the vintage supply, or I guess it finds me. I don't intend to get this type of stuff, but as I said, I always tend to find it. So as with all of my hauls, I will go through, keep what I want, and then I will destash the rest. I do have some destash kits started. I will add some of this stuff to those and probably start my destash videos here soon. I did make a list, and I think I might do a series. I did a destash series a couple years ago, and I really had a lot of fun with that. So I might do something like that, but I hope you enjoyed this haul, and thank you so much for watching.